Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy J-Rod. Today I'm at the No Kings protest. We're going to do a little investigation and see what's going on here. You can see there's a lot of commotion behind me. We're going to go deep inside and find out what exactly the No Kings protest is. Let's go. Oh, this is great. This is great, y'all. I feel like the first thing we should do is find someone for an interview because I have no idea what's going on. Excuse me, can I interview y'all for my YouTube channel? Can you explain what exactly is going on here? I don't know what No Kings is, so.
Oh, you don't know what No Kings is?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, basically it's saying that we do not want dictatorship in the United States of America.
Okay.
And that's exactly the direction is everything is going.
Okay.
They are doing all the things against the Constitution that are never meant to have been done.
Okay.
So that is what we're protesting.
I actually kind of agree with that.
Yeah, good. I'm glad to hear that. And we don't like the whole, this my hands off. All the different things they're trying to take away from the common people and give to the people that make the most in this country.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you find out about this protest?
How did I find out about it? Well, I went to the Hands Off protest in Dealey Plaza in Dallas, so I'm on the list. And I actually Googled to see the closest one rather than going downtown. We live in Saxe, so we came to McKinney.
Okay, and what's your name?
My name is Dina Perkins. I live in Saxe, Texas.
I'm sorry. Thank you, Dina.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. This is great. Come on. How you doing, sir? Can I interview you today?
Doing well. How you doing?
I'm doing good. What's your name?
JF.
JF?
Yes.
Nice to meet you, JF.
Yes, you too.
What are you doing out here today?
Protesting, against Donald Trump, thinking he's a king and a dictator. So this is a protest against him. So
Okay.
He's no king. There's no kings here in America.
Now, what would you like to say to Donald Trump?
You're not a king. You're not Putin. You're not all of your other dictators that you try to be like. You're not them. This is America. You're the president. We have no kings here. You're not a king in my eye. And as you can tell through these people, all these people, the people don't think you're a king neither. So you are not a king.
How did you find out about today's protest?
I found out because I'm part of the Collin County Democratic Party, and we had a meeting, and they in the meeting they told me about, because I just joined them, they told me about the protest today, so I'm out here. I'm out here protesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
No sign? You ain't got no sign?
No sign. This is my first protest, so I'm out here like you doing, taking
right.
pictures and interviewing.
Right.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's what I'm doing.
What was your name, sir?
JF Croft.
Nice to meet you, JF.
Nice to meet you too.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Where is this going to be shown so I can see it?
Oh, yeah, you follow my YouTube channel. It's legendarybossjd.
Okay. I gotta get one of them. I mean, those I never seen these kind of microphones.
Oh, it's
before.
perfect, man. It's about 170. I actually did a review. It's the last video I did, too, on my channel.
Okay.
Check it out, guys.
Hold on for a second.
I hope they can hear me. It's pretty loud out here. I'm going to hope and pray this works. All right. Where should we go next, guys? Come on. Let's get a few more interviews. Hello, miss. Can I interview you today?
Sure.
All right. What's this sign over here?
This is about No Kings. And I think we know that's a fun little mic, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Looks like you're holding a mouse. Yes, we are here to speak our words about how we feel about Mr. Trump.
Mhm.
Yep. And I don't think I'm speaking just as a minority that none of us can tell you that we're happy with his choices.
Now, how did you find out about today's protest?
My sister is a guru on social media, and she follows the group all over,
Okay.
everywhere. If we need to go to Canada to still say what we feel about him, we will.
I think the biggest complaint on the other side is what are the actual things he's done to upset you?
What has he done to make anybody happy? That's what you should be asking.
True. We're in war right now.
Thank you.
There was war, literally. It started
Right.
like a few hours
There
ago.
isn't anybody on any side that's going to come out happy with everything that's going on.
Yep.
This is a war that he has started. Doesn't matter if you're a Republican or Democrat. Thank you, Democrats. Love you, but it doesn't matter. He has started a world war.
Now, if you could say anything to Donald Trump, what would it be?
Oh my God. Do I only have to say one thing?
You could say a couple. We might have to bleep it out.
You might have to bleep me out for sure. I actually haven't got any words for that guy. Actually, yeah, I do. Go to Canada and visit. I seriously doubt you're going to be able to get in, but when you do go there, I'm sure you won't come back.
Oh yeah. What was your name?
Terry Lynn.
Thank you,
I'm not
Terry
telling you
Lynn.
my last name.
That's fine, Terry. Thank you.
Yeah, you are.
You have a great day. Hello, can I interview y'all?
Hello.
Hello, what's your name?
Mel. Hi.
Mel?
Yes.
How are you doing, Mel?
I'm doing great. It's a little hot out here, but
It is pretty hot.
I think it's for a good cause.
It is. Can you tell me a little bit about what's going on here?
Yes. So we do not want any dictators in this country. We work too hard for too long to be, taken over by some person that wants to be king.
Now, how did you find out about this protest?
On Indivisible, indivisible.org.
What is that?
Just a website where you can organize with people like-minded.
So I'm a Democrat too, and I just came out here. I didn't even know this was happening. This was like all of a sudden. We just saw it on the side of the road, and then I was like, so Indivisible, do you have to do anything?
No, just sign up for their mailing list and you'll get to know what's going on. You can go on their Instagram as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what exactly is the No King movement?
So we don't want a king. We're here. We have a democracy. So king, get out of here. That's what I gotta say. Okay, look.
What does it say? I didn't recite liberty and justice for all for 13 years for the rules to change. Dang, that's a pretty nice sign. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty good. That's true.
Define the Constitution is not the vibe.
Okay.
Okay. We got a Constitution here, so we gotta uphold it. Okay.
Thank you, Mel.
Yeah. Take care of people. Take care of yourselves. And good work, y'all.
Now, one last thing. Is there anything you would like to say to Donald Trump?
Bro, get it together. Get it together.
Get it together. All right, get it together. Thank you, Mel. Y'all have a great day. Wow, there's a whole bunch of people out here. Holy shit. Come on. Where should we go? Where should we go next? Hello, sir. How are you doing? Can I interview you? For what? For my YouTube channel. We're trying to spread the No King movement.
All right.
Now, I am a Democrat myself. I did just stop by. I didn't even know about the No King movement.
Really?
Yes. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Well, I mean, the No King movement harkens back to the independence times when we fought for independence here in America from the King of England, because we were not being represented in Parliament, which is what is currently happening here in America. Trump is trying to declare himself king so that the people do not have to be represented properly.
Right.
And so people like you and I, everyday people.
Yeah, it might be a little loud out here, guys. I'm sorry.
People like you and I, everyday people, while we may have some power in our own lives, politics is about everybody's life. And if we're not going to participate in making that better for everybody, then nobody's going to want to be here in America at all.
Now, how did you find out about this protest?
Well, there's lots of places online. Many news people posted about it. I think CNN actually put up a map of No King's protests online. Many different subreddits had them available. I believe Twitter, I guess now X, as well as Blue Sky, all had their own different groups talking about it.
What would you say to Donald Trump if you could speak to him?
I wouldn't say anything to him.
You have no words. You wouldn't tell him to change anything?
I don't want to talk to him.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
Now, what was your name again, sir?
Michael.
Thank you, Michael. All right, let's go. Thank you, Michael. It's a great sign. Dang, there's so many people out here. It's so crazy. Hello, sir. How are y'all doing today? Can I interview y'all?
Sure.
Awesome. Let's go, guys. What are y'all's names?
Kai. Davis.
What are y'all doing out here today?
I'm protesting the rise of fascism in America.
Same thing, protesting the plainclothes black bagging in the streets, all of the state violence. I mean, it's always been there, but ultimately, like all of these financial difficulties, all of the material insecurity, they blame it on trans people, they blame it on immigrants, but really it's just working class and ruling class, and that's it. So,
now, how did you find out about this protest today?
just online. I mean, it was making the rounds pretty heavily, so I saw it online, and I was somewhat familiar with like the 50-51 stuff, so I found it through that.
What is that?
As far as I know, it seems to be like a sort of broad coalition, like big tent type thing that has I've seen like their partner page. They have quite a few like official partners and stuff. I'm not too familiar with like their leadership or anything, or like what goes on behind the scenes. But as far as I understand, it's like a sort of like anti-fascist group.
Now, what's the ultimate outcome for today's protest? What can we actually do?
Ultimately, I think that the goal is to, bring more broad swaths of people out there. Like, there's people like Kai and myself here. Like, we go to quite a few things, but it's important to show how many people are actually active and are willing to go out in the streets and say like hell no to fascism, or just whatever like violence Trump is enacting on children, like families. And just like people around the world too, throwing the State Department around and stuff. So
They say it only takes 3% of the country, and there's 2,000 of these protests going on.
That is a lot. That is a lot. Now, are any of these protests being paid for? That rumors I've heard online.
I've seen some like on like the official page. I think it said like funded by like Christy Walken or something. As far as I understand, she's like sort of like a familial. She has like familial connections to like the Walton family, which owns Walmart. I don't know too much about like the exact connections between her family funding this and like the actual like 5051 or No Kings movement or whatever. I'm sure there's not great intentions there, as you would expect with like any billionaire funding behind like a mass movement.
Right.
But like ultimately like that's why we're out here, to capitalize on these moments, to talk to people who maybe aren't like very far along in their political development, and to like offer some guidance or offer a platform to them to like further that development. So
Awesome. So ending on that, what is one thing you could tell to all of the viewers today?
get organized. Get out there, get organized. If all the stuff that's going on pisses you off, it is up to you. It's up to all of us to get organized. Find what you agree with and just like keep punching, keep going.
You, sir?
Look around, look at the world that we have in the state of the country right now, and ask yourself how it can be better. Always. We can always improve, we can always be better, and the root of that is yourself and your community. And you gotta, like he said, get organized. Know who your neighbors are. I've seen people I know here, and that's great to see everybody coming out and actually standing for something.
Right. Awesome. Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice meeting you. Thank you, man. Thank you.
So where's this going to be?
It's going to be on Legendary Boss JD. You can look me up on YouTube.
Legendary Boss JD?
Legendary Boss JD. You can look me up on Instagram, YouTube, anything like that.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Makes America great. Love, not hate. Makes America great. Love, not hate. Makes America great. Love, not hate. Makes America great. Makes America
Hello, I love your posters. Is there any way I can get an interview?
Of course.
What's your name?
My name is Tori.
Hello, Tori. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Can you tell us a little bit about your poster and the movement today?
Of course. Well, in my amateur drawing ability, I am loving that Trump sits on a hill of lies and dirty money, takes his bribes. Over the past week, it appears as though he also wears a catheter and urine bag, which does not make him very happy. So, got to poke a little fun there.
Can you tell us more about the bribe he took?
The plane from Qatar is one of them. Not counting all the, was it 2.9 billion I heard in the crypto, which is just people stuffing his pockets with money and nobody knows who they are. So clearly we have a president that's for sale.
Right. So you're saying the president's a fraud?
He is a complete fraud. He is a felon. He is a sexual abuser and a lying piece of shit.
Now, if you had any words for Trump, if he was right here, what would you tell him?
I wouldn't even give that man anything, words. I wouldn't even spit on him if he were on fire.
Makes America great. Love, not hate. Makes America great.
I wouldn't even spit on him if he were on fire.